Welcome to Unapologetically Rich, the show for high-achieving women who refuse to settle. I've helped over 51 women become millionaires and multimillionaires. You're next. I'm here to unlock the next level of wealth, freedom, fulfillment, and feminine power. So hit the follow button, share this with every woman who needs to hear it, and get ready, because every week we're diving deep and rising higher. This is the Unapologetically Rich Show. Are you ready? Let's get to it. Welcome back to another episode of Unapologetically Rich. I'm your host, Shamina Taylor. Today I want to talk about magnetism and what really makes a woman magnetic in her life and her business, and what is it really, and how does a woman tap into it? Before I forget, we've got a masterclass coming up called Bad Bitch Frequency. And today's episode is actually going to support that teaching and really show you how maybe some of you might not be tapping into that magnetism that can really create that bad bitch frequency, which then results in you having everything you want, attracting it to you and not chasing it, and being able to call in all the things that you need just using your frequency, because there is a frequency to it. So let's get started. Also, if you have not left your girl a review yet, what are you waiting for? You know, thousands of you are watching and listening to the show. So go ahead and leave us a review because it does help. All right, magnetism. Magnetism, a woman who is magnetic is not a woman who, it's just she's beautiful, because you'll see beautiful women, but they won't have that frequency to them. Magnetism comes from a place you just can't really describe. It's an energy. It's an energy that a woman has about her that has her stand out from the room. I created a program years ago called Big Energy, and I created an amazing program called Magnetic Power. And it really helps you if you're in your business. So if you are looking to accelerate your business, Magnetic Power is an amazing program to take. One of the things that we talk about is how do we pull out and accentuate that magnetism and the importance of it. Now, so based upon looks alone is not really what makes a woman magnetic. It's the way she moves when she walks in the room. It's what she thinks and believes about herself. It's the standards that she's holding for herself. It's the self-respect. It's the way that she can, not let her past affect her present and future, in the sense that she knows how to take experiences in her life and create new things from it where it's not holding her back. She has this strong conviction about who she is and what she teaches, and the confidence that this woman has is on a next level. I do believe that the quantum woman has this magnetic energy because it is one of the things that she can attract experiences, magic. She can pull out from the quantum field things that are already sitting there waiting for her at warp speed, because she's activating this type of frequency inside of her. And a lot of women, when I talk about masculine and feminine energy, aren't yet in that quantum frequency. They aren't in that feminine frequency where they are able to come out, be seen fully in their power. And there's a lot of women who are very, very, very powerful. However, they still have that mask or that shield that's covering them from really showing up as their true self. They want the things that they say they do, but they're maybe playing a bit small. Now, magnetic energy is, you're lured in by her and you really don't know why. You have this woman who you're like, is it something is it the way she smells? Is it the way she walks? Is it what she's saying? And you really can't pinpoint it, but it's a frequency that she's got. It's the same thing when you see a very masculine man. He might not come in the package of a warrior. He might not look like what you think a masculine quote unquote man looks like, but he'll have this like pull, and he'll have this energy. He'll say all the right things, like he read and wrote the books on this. And you're like, I don't know what it is about this guy, but I'm curious. I'm pulled in. I want to know. She has that same frequency, and it's the feminine frequency, but it's much more than just that, because it's not just being feminine, right? Because feminine does allure and bring people in, but it's that confidence. It's that you really can't mess with me energy, because I know who I am. And she really is aligned with her belief systems. She walks her talk, says the thing that she wants to do, and there's no swaying her. Now, this woman has done a lot of work on herself. She's done a considerable amount of work on herself, where she is not at a place where she is ashamed, or she feels that she's an imposter, or that she has to hide the truth of who she is. She embraces all the experiences that have happened in her life, and she uses them for fuel for her success, her messaging, and how she shows up in the world. She also is wanting to be seen by everybody. Like she welcomes the attention. She welcomes people coming to her because she knows she's the beacon of light where the message comes through. And a woman who is magnetic, she will stop your scroll. Like when you're looking through on those apps and you're scrolling through, she'll stop your scroll, and she doesn't have to search for her clients because they find her because she's that magnetic. She stands out. And the way that she becomes magnetic is through her really finally feeling safe in the identity of who she is. Yes, her nervous system's probably more regulated than it is dysregulated because she's not ashamed of the person that she's become. In fact, she's really proud of that woman. There is this deep self-love that she has for herself at this point in her life where she's not looking back and saying, wow, we should have done differently. We should have done, better. She's not beating herself up. She's not criticizing herself. She's not looking in the mirror and going, wow, you should look a certain way. She's fully accepting of herself, of where she's at and where she's going. And this woman is got such high standards that she doesn't negotiate things. There's this like who she is. The things that she desires in her life, she doesn't apologize for them. She's like, this is what I want, this is what I'm gonna get, and she expects it. So magnetism comes from a place of like her fully unlocking that level of consciousness and frequency inside of her where she is not afraid to be who she knows she was meant to be in this lifetime. It goes back to authenticity too. She's not afraid to say what she wants. She's not afraid to say things that might go against the norm. She's not afraid to stand out and speak up and really share what's on her mind. And she's not waiting for other people to give her permission because she's giving herself permission. She knows that there's certain things that have happened in her life that she can't change, and she's not trying to change them. She's trying to become the better version of herself. So a woman who's magnetic, she's purely in this place of like total self-acceptance where she respects the woman that she's become. And she no longer is in that suffering state where she's like, I know I've got to punish myself for all the things. I know I've got to work really, really hard. She's not trying to wake up at 5 a.m. and run 5 miles and compete with the man out there. She's not. She's not trying to do a masculine routine thinking that's the way that's going to get her to success. No, she's got the easy mornings. She knows that things get to be easier because her frequency is what attracts people to her. And when I see women who are attempting to activate this, I say attempting because they're trying, and that's a great thing. They're missing the whole point of it, though. It's not a matter of like trying to be the loudest or stand out to be the woman that all eyes are on you. Like I've seen women who maybe have large audiences on Instagram, but they carry a lot of shame or they carry a lot of insecurities with them. So they'll put filters on or they'll have a lot of makeup on, which is not wrong. They can do that. They're afraid of still the truth of who they are. So they try to create personas that they think other people will like so that they can be seen and stand out from the crowd. That's not magnetism. That's not a woman who's really truly rooted in the divine presence of who she's supposed to be and how she shows up in the world. And I got to tell you, when women do this work with me, they stand out as the authority in their industries. People come to them. They get asked to be on summits and stages. People want to know who they are. They build brands that are just so magnetic and just they stand out from the crowd. There are a lot of people out there trying to say the same message, but it's the woman that has that magnetism. That's who people listen to. That's who people stop their scroll and want to find out, well, what's she about? I've built this business going on almost 7 years now. And it started out with me just showing up and sharing my truth. And a lot of the times women are afraid to show that side of themselves. They're afraid of their vulnerability because it's seen as a weakness. They're afraid to share something that they've experienced because, well, what if someone's going to hold it against me? A woman who's really rooted in her own self-power and that bad bitch energy, she is not afraid to be who she came here to be. And in fact, she's going to push the edge on that and be like, okay, you like me now? I'm going to say this. Are you going to like me now? She's not afraid to repel the people that she's supposed to repel and then have her message stand so that she attracts the people to come into her space. A woman who's magnetic doesn't lower her pricing for other people. She doesn't meet people at their insecurities or that their own limiting self-beliefs. She realizes like, you know what? I've got something super valuable to share with the world, and the world needs to come to me, not me go chase the world. This is a pure feminine frequency that a woman who is in that magnetized state is attracting people towards her. Now, why is this so important? You got to work less, lady. Like, you just got to work less when you're doing this. This is not like a hustle culture. This is not like, look at me, you must listen to me. This is a woman who knows that her frequency, when she's in this, the universe, the viral gods, they're going to push her content out to the people who need to see it, because she's showing up creating content from this powerful place. She's showing up speaking from this powerful place. She's showing up and leading from this powerful place. She's attracting all the people to her. You know, it's crazy. I was on our Millionaire Club call, and women who've been with me for a while now, they've gone through the program, they forget to tell me that they found their significant other. I'm like, okay, so you're making the money, but you've attracted the man, you've attracted the clients. Like, tell a girl something. You know, I know this stuff works. When you start when you start really activating that part of yourself, you are going to attract the persons that are supposed to be in your life, because they cannot not see you. Clients, friendships, men, women, whatever it is that you are aligned with. It is the most beautiful thing to see a woman shine in this power. I want all women to be in this power. Want all women to activate this in themselves. I don't want any woman to dim. And this is where, when a woman's in this power, she's not competing, because she knows that she shines, other women can shine too. She doesn't, like, her shining doesn't mean someone has to dim their light. That type of frequency, it is boss, boss, boss energy. It is a place that women thrive and they grow from here. You know, women who are still trying to be taking from other women and wanting to leverage other people's audiences, and they're coming with their purpose is, I'm going to use that to get where I need to go. Those aren't magnetic women. Those aren't women that are in their shine. Those are women who still acting like little girls. They're not there for collaboration. They're for competition. Very different type of energy. We want women who are in this place where I'm winning, you're winning. That's true abundance. All of this affects your wealth consciousness. All of this affects the way money comes around you. All of this affects the way your business is run. You activate that magnetism inside of you, you're going to see from a different lens, and people are going to see you from a different place. It is the most beautiful thing when a woman activates this inside of herself. So listen, I want you to start thinking about how you walk into rooms. What's your confidence level at? How convicted are you in the things that you're teaching? How do you show up for your own self and for the people that are around you? Are you really activating that magnetic frequency inside of you, which is your bad bitch frequency? Are you really showing up as that powerful woman, rooted in her self-respect, rooted in her own belief systems that she's not going to change or waver for anybody? Now, if this is something you really want to really activate and work on, join us on our Bad Bish masterclass coming up. We would love to see you there. Also, I want you to tag someone who needs to hear this, and I want you to tell me and share with me. Send me a DM on Instagram and tell me what's one thing that you're activating right now that's going to elevate your frequency, because you are no longer aligned with people who are bringing you down. I'm telling you, the longer that you stay around people who don't allow you to really shine, and they're in competition with you, you're going to dim your light, babe. And that's not what we want. We want you to shine so brightly out there in the world so everybody can see you. Remember, it has nothing to do with looks. Looks are a beautiful thing, but they fade. And they're not always going to be the thing that people are. Listen, people will see beauty, but beauty is just the outside. It's the frequency. It's the energy. That's how people relate to us. And when you activate that, man, everything changes. All right. I'll see you on the next show. And don't forget to go click that link and join us at the masterclass. All right. Stay tuned, and we will see you on the next show.